It all has to still be played out. And so that's 21 days is from the 21st starting May, and then 21 days after that is June 11th. And those last 3 days is going to be the flood. The flood is going to see. I don't think a meteorite's going to hit tomorrow. I mean, the 21st, but it will. So expect this meteorite, okay, hitting. Expect the economy to crash. This is within the next 21 days, starting May 21st. Not exactly sure which event's going to happen in line, but you will see a meteorite. You will see some type of alien somewhere. Don't forget about them. They still got to abduct us. I don't think a meteorite's going to hit tomorrow. I mean, the 21st, but it will. So, meteorite, okay, hitting our. I don't think a meteorite's going to hit tomorrow. I mean, the 21st, but it will. So expect this meteorite. Okay?
Okay, guys, there is confirmation a meteorite has crashed in Australia. Are you serious? Are you serious? Is Nibiru shaking these things loose? Are the heavens beginning to shake? The waves of energy obviously are affecting. And the Bible says that the stars will fall from heaven like a fig tree cast its untimely figs.
This is within the next 21 days, starting May 21st. Not exactly sure which event's going to happen in line, but you will see a meteorite. You will see some type of alien somewhere. Don't forget about them. They still got to abduct us.
Mars, UFO crashes. Is this the Roswell moment on Mars? Well, what? I don't know what this is, okay? But anyway, Google Mars from a satellite that actually circles Mars constantly has shown what looks like some type of a crash site on the red planet. Actually, here's what we've got. Scott Waring made a very controversial claim about an oddly colored discovered anomaly on Google Mars, and in the video uploaded he put on YouTube, he said that the UFO that crashed into a crater on Mars, it really looks like a thick disc, a spacecraft, and it is very strange that nobody at Google has edited this out yet. It's a Google GPS satellite that circles Mars, and he found this, what apparently definitely looks like a crash site. Now, whether it's a UFO or not, well, we know it's something that we don't know what it is.
Line, but you will see a meteorite. You will see some type of alien somewhere. Don't forget about them. They still got to abduct us. This is within the next 21 days, starting May 21st. Not exactly sure which event's going to happen in line, but you will see a meteorite. You will see some type of alien somewhere. Don't forget about them. They still got to abduct us.
Yes, Mars, UFO crashes. Is this the Roswell moment on Mars? Well,
looks like it started May 21st, huh?
I don't know what this is, okay? Are you serious? Okay, guys, there is confirmation a meteorite has crashed in Australia. Are you serious?
And being at the Masons Hall. This is too easy, and I do appreciate it, Steve, for making things quite obvious, quite easy, and it's fun. It's fun to be able to interpret what you guys are really doing behind the scenes and what you guys are saying in front of the camera. So I don't know what's going to happen. Really, I'm just taking some guesses. I'm just guessing like everybody else is. All these events are going to happen within that period. I'm just trying to figure which one's going to happen first. I truly believe that the next major news dominating event is blamed on God, and it's going to be exponential. I mean, it's going to be so off the hook that you cannot possibly get away from it. And it's going to be so frightening and scary.
It's going to be one hell of a Memorial weekend, because we're going to remember this weekend. And so tomorrow's the 25th. March 25th of May. So far, there's the tornadoes.
Flooding surrounded a family's home. And Oklahoma Highway Patrol and Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office tweeted several photos of roads completely submerged beneath floodwaters. Deer Creek Fire Protection District performed incredible water rescues of people clinging to a tree after attempting to drive across a flooded road. Don't do that! And
I mean, major tornadoes. I mean, I'm still waiting on the frogs, but like I said, it's not too scary.
Anyway, the frogs are chirping pretty loud over here. So you get the flood, and you got daily sacrifice being taken away at the same time.
I think the plague of the frogs is next.
So you have ID, sir. You're on my property. And he's awfully brave. I don't think I've ever seen a frog in our yard, ever.
No, no. What's next, turtle? That'll be all.
I think dinosaurs are coming next.
I mean, I'm still waiting on the frogs,
Check.
but like I said, it's not too scary. So I mean, it's a toss up. It really is. Like, and I'm going to go by what will the Mr. Mouthpiece, whether it doesn't matter what you think about him, but the fact is he's there. And
are you serious, folks? We just had a terrible earthquake just hit Peru. Not just this morning. Looks like it's an 8.0. It's a mega quake.
Damn it.
8.0. Powerful. It hit right now.
I hate when I get predictions wrong. I said 8.8.
Zero. It's a mega quake. 8.0. Powerful. It hit right in the Amazon jungle of Peru early this morning. We do not know what the death toll is. We know one person is dead. That was initially discovered, but there's 3 hospitals, 3 schools, 2 churches, and another town have been destroyed. There are 27 homes damaged, 6 people.
27 days is, well, it's summer. It's into the 22nd of June.
Injured in another location. It's just way too early to tell. Now it's affecting the quake that was felt throughout the Peruvian jungle, and it's also affected Bolivia, Colombia, and Ecuador. The president of Peru has sent his cabinet members out there, and helicopters are flying around surveilling the damage. This was a very long earthquake. It lasted a long time. It was an 8.0. It is a mega earthquake, and it's got people very concerned. We do not know what the death toll is. That death toll, it's a very fluid situation, so we know that's going to be affected. I'll be live tonight. We'll report pictures. We said this Friday that there was only 15 earthquakes Friday, and I said this is the calm before the storm.
It's the events that are going to take place within the next, well, it's 24 days. So, but isn't it unusually quiet? Like, isn't it unusually calm? Isn't it calm? Isn't it like it's just like an eerie type of feeling? The flood was always going to come here on May 21st into the 22nd. And we were going to be flooded with nothing but lies from that point on. And Then I'm going with the Temple Mount, the dome with the chrome. You're saying chrome. The golden dome of this guy talking about how important the Alas Mosque. I don't know. I mean, it was the thing that was on fire 3 weeks ago, and it just, I never paid attention to it. But now I'm paying attention to it because I see that they have these specific patterns that they go by. So now I'm looking into the Allah Mosque. That is the place that's on the Temple Mount, right? When that is the next target over in Jerusalem, last Jewish only temple was destroyed in 70 AD by the Romans. So when God strikes, lightning down on that and destroys it, or some kind of earthquake, this one is going to be blamed on God.
6 more days from there is May 9th. And then 6 more days from there is May 15th. And May 15th is also exactly 30 days from the burning of the church. And then that church was 30 days from that decree from back to New Zealand church on March 15th. So there's your 30 days. Because you're seeing the pattern, obviously. Obviously, the pattern is 6. Like these are numbers that, it ain't like before where I'm just, kind of throwing numbers out there and not really sure exactly what's going on, but just blind faith, I guess. So this time around, there's actual proof, proof that this is happening. Am I forcing anybody to watch me anymore? I mean, I know it's getting a little bit more interesting because, wow, these dates are finally lining up.
And on top of
You're
that,
not absolutely totally nuts, Robin, like a lot of people thought you were.
last year,
So many people have
we're gonna be
ruined
doing what we're doing.
in the world. Not Harold Camping.
We're going to have a better feeling.
Not Harold Camping.
Because
Everybody before him.
We're standing right in the face
They weren't
of
supposed to
fear
set dates.
and laughing
Harold
at it.
Camping
I mean,
was,
how much better
and I'm
does it
supposed
get
to finish the
than
dates.
to laugh
That's all.
and say,
And
when will
over there,
the ground
King
be
Ahab,
dry?
but I'm not. So I'm going to give this
Let's
information
start.
freely. That way, everybody who watches, you can do the same pattern yourself.
Again,
And
if you believe the
here's
Bible,
the reward.
you'll
You get to
believe
tell
that
people what's going to
tsunami-
happen
you'll
before
believe
it
that
does. And
earthquakes
hey,
are
look,
real,
you don't even
you'll
have to
believe
mention
that
my name.
tsunamis
You can just go ahead and,
caused by the
just say,
asteroid
hey, I think I know what's going to happen here.
or
And then say,
well,
and
the flood
so
starts. May
that's
20th.
that's why it's Peter. Because Peter,
everybody,
James, and John
Again,
over at
if-
Steve's house.
If you believe the Bible,
They're
you'll
all
believe
in the
you'll
mix,
believe
and
that
Juan
the
at the same
tsunami-
time. So
you'll
Ron
believe
too. So Ron has to be
earthquakes
Peter.
are real, you'll believe
And then
that the tsunami
so St. Peter's birth, because John
14th,
when you listen to people.
from the 7th, when that shooting was,
And when I listen to this
I'm
guy,
going to go
I'm going to play this
to
clip
the
of
14th. So
His-
the 14th is tomorrow.
the way he's explaining it.
And
is,
it's a really good reason to
but
get war
it's
started
destined to be
on
destroyed.
the 70th full year.
The Temple Mount is destined to be destroyed.
Nation Israel.
It's
And
your
then here
guess.
comes God's wrath, right? I mean,
And,
isn't that the script? It's
It
the
doesn't
script.
just make more sense
It's
that
the
on the
script
70th year
and in the Bible,
anniversary,
and that's what they're going by, the elite.
right
that's
around
true.
that time, give or take a couple days maybe,
So,
just
Trying to think who hits
just
first.
for that
like who-
delay.
I know
that
our
delayed
battleship
purpose,
will get sunk,
one last
but
time.
we're probably going to hit
Elite
I
like to do.
how does
They like to try to wear out the camp of the
because
saints.
here's the
camp of the saints.
how it unfolds.
Now,
Our
not the camp of the
battleship.
saints over in Michigan. Another excuse do you have to rebuild it when it's destroyed by God? Like,
East to west.
not by terrorists, not by white supremacists, not by some angry ex-military guy that has mental issues, by God Almighty, raining down like fire and brimstone on her, something like right in that area specifically. And
Here's the deal. We had an earthquake in the sea that has caused tremors all along the Israeli coast, and the Temple Mount in Jerusalem was shaking.
like 7 billion
Now,
people,
this
they
isn't the
don't know
first
that.
time this has happened, because
And
when
that's the
Jesus
whole
died on
issue.
the cross, we know
Having
that
him in place
there was
right
a
now.
mighty earthquake when he
Purpose
died.
is to do that. The way he's explaining it is,
which was contained and only caused minor
but
damage.
it's destined to be destroyed.
Iran accused Israel.
The Temple Mount is destined to be destroyed. It's your guess.
Panel discussion.
And doesn't it just make more sense that on the 70th year anniversary,
Earthquake in the sea that has caused tremors all along the Israeli coast, and the Temple Mount in Jerusalem was shaking. Now, this isn't the first time this has happened. That's the Trump silver coin and the 10-ounce silver bar. United we stand. If you use the promo code PaulBegley30, you can save $30 on the total cost, and that would make a great gift this Memorial Weekend.
30.
For a veteran, or for someone in your family, or someone who just really loves America, a great patriot in your family. That's at noblegoldinvestment.com. Well, we're glad you're with us tonight. We're going to have a great time tonight. I feel like God's really got a prophetic word for you. We do have incredible apocalyptic weather breaking out everywhere, and we're going to get you up to speed on this, because the heat wave in the south, the tornadoes that are just ripping, tearing everything up, taking lives and injuring people. And then there's more than that taking place around the globe. That mega 8.0 earthquake that just hit Peru, and there is wars and rumors of wars. It's a very apocalyptic weekend for sure. And so we're going to talk about that. Brock, I changed my mind.
Into
however I
days,
feel
somewhere around there.
the script will play out day
Went
by
from,
day.
The earthquake to the burning.
So the 21st, midnight, into the
So,
22nd,
it's
May,
a toss-up. It really
going
is.
into the 8th year,
And I'm again,
and
I'm going to go
into
by
perdition.
what will the
and
Mr. Mouthpiece,
the
whether
Antichrist.
he's, it
rising
doesn't
up.
matter what you think about him, but the fact
Like,
is,
you're not going to be able to get away
he's
from those.
there.
Okay?
Get some coffee and calm down.
So what's
But
the
it is an
boom
apocalypse
gonna
in
be?
Israel tonight. The
What's
Holy
the boom
Land
gonna
is
be?
on fire, and there's really
I'm seeing
conflicting reports.
I'm seeing a
The
couple
Western media,
events
almost everyone
at
in
the
the
same
Western
time.
media is reporting that the reason for
seeing,
these massive wildfires,
like
bunches of them. I mean, we're talking dozens
like
of
lightning
different fires,
type of,
all starting simultaneously
fast-paced,
somehow. Is
burning
caused from global warming, from climate
fire
change.
type of
Because Israel's right now in a very intense
type
heat wave.
of situation that they're going to
About
have
120
in the situation.
That's not a big deal. I was just there last May, and it was 101, 102, 103
I
every
said it,
day.
and
That doesn't cause a simultaneous
The video
outbreak
where-
of wildfires across the whole country.
So recap: 3, 2,
You've got
1.
the threat everywhere.
Boom.
Rabbis are running wild. People
So
are
what's the
screaming in
boom
the streets.
Going to be?
Fire and smoke.
What's
and
the boom
ash.
gonna be?
It's an apocalyptic, catastrophic, cataclysmic
I'm
event
seeing
all throughout the
I'm seeing
entire
a couple
nation of Israel.
events
Matter of fact,
at the same time.
I mean, it's just they don't
I'm
have
seeing,
enough. There's no way. I mean, these all broke
like,
out simultaneously.
Kinda
They
like
weren't just
lightning
one that
type of,
started spreading like you see in
fast-paced,
California. One here and then spreads
burning,
a long ways. No, these just
fire
fire,
type
fire,
of-
fire, 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 all in one
type of,
afternoon.
situation
Are
that they're
you
gonna have in the
serious?
situation
Are
room.
you serious? Guys, look at the map. Fire, 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 fire,
I
fire,
said it,
fire, fire, fire,
and
fire, 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 fire,
the
fire,
video
fire,
where-
fire, fire.
I said a recap of
And
upcoming
it's
events.
insanity. Now,
Down at the bottom,
there's reports
the very end.
conflicting. As I said,
When
the
I-
Western media
beforehand,
says it's
I
from global
said that,
warming. It's tweeted several
you
photos
got,
of roads
all the false
completely
prophets on
submerged
YouTube.
beneath floodwaters.
All talking
It's
about
Creek
absolutely
Fire
going to be
Protection District
Christ coming in the
performed
clouds.
tornadoes,
incredible water
hurricanes,
rescues of
It's all gonna be
people
blamed on
clinging to a
God.
The
tree
flood's coming.
After attempting to drive across the flooded
There's,
road.
Steve's other,
Don't do that.
because you see those
All the
tornadoes
Steves out
coming,
there.
While
that Paul
So you got
Berg
the
was
one
talking
Steve
about,
Oklahoma,
and but all
residents
touch
were
anything,
awaiting
you didn't
rescue
hurt anything,
Bible
you see
from
airplanes from those
flooded
guys
homes.
didn't touch anything.
Damage,
pretty good. Been there.
wind
It's pretty
damage,
good.
It's all,
tornadoes,
And then you got the
it's
Steve
all
Others,
floodwaters
that's the
that are
Rapture
happening.
King.
You're
And he's
you're
all
gonna
about
be
the rapture,
fleeing when nobody's
Obama
pursuing.
being the Antichrist.
In
That's
many
his
portions of
job.
So if
northern
anything, maybe
Oklahoma,
just I'm trying to keep this
southern
video
That's your
short.
job, ain't it?
According to
So
the
if
active
anything,
weather
just
center
record this
video,
video,
journalist
YouTube
Wayne
download or tweet.
Naptel, he
As
captured
the
a
flood
video
just download one video at a time.
of high water
and,
rushing
the
And you
flood
can see like
was always going to
how
come
close
on May
things were.
21st.
If you can remember, 'cause
extreme
I say a lot of
meteorologist
And we were going to be
Lee
flooded with nothing but lies.
So you have all the
captured
asteroids
footage
that
of a
take care
tornado
of
tearing
the Earth
through
seas,
the
took care of
Magnolia
that
sun,
tornadoes, storms.
The sun's still going to flood.
Just
Some earthquake
unbelievable.
over in,
Mike from around
It's
the
gonna be
world
bad.
last night,
Exactly.
breaking news.
Every day is going to be something new in the news. It's like
And it was exactly referencing the
collapsing or something.
loss. Even though the earthquake was felt throughout the whole land,
It's going to be rapid fire.
rest.
It's just every day is going to be something new in the news.
So,
Bang, bang, bang,
on the
bang.
exact day
It's
that
going to be.
I kind of figured
It's going to be so.
something, right? So that's
I'm
kind
going to be looking at it.
Thank God I
Testing
the
the
water
water
kind
ahead
of
of time.
get your
Because
feet wet for a
it
second.
actually makes it easier for me. When YouTube shut down, my
Now
job
that
is
happened,
finished.
and then you're gonna have 7
Because I already
days
have all the proof. And
It's going
all they
to
got to do
be
is just start snapping pictures of the
enormous.
enormous, putting together what I said would happen.
Because the first thing that's going to happen is
time frame.
it's
There
going
you
to be
All I can do is just gather
it's going to be blamed on
the
God
evidence like that as much as I can.
and just present it. When an asteroid hits the oceans, right, along our east coast
What else we got?
of the United States, an asteroid hits.
Oh yeah.
Some people are going to say it's an asteroid. Other people are going to say it's like Russia completely setting off bombs
Mike
in the
around
ground.
the world says he has
Great
a
earthquake over in
strongest
Israel is
causing,
happening.
To
It's
cause
most likely
like
going to
an
be
earthquake.
That's
And then
22nd
some people are
when
going to say it's
the
God.
rapture happens.
That's
God.
revealing
It's
some
going to be
You
whatever
have
you
to have
believe.
the
You're going to get
earthquake,
encrypted
it has to
state
two
split
sides of the
two.
story all the way
Israel
through.
has to
just
be
having
destroyed.
a strong
So
Jews
God
think
is
they're
going to
build
destroy
another one, the third temple.
mainly America,
And then,
like
he has
East
intel.
Coast.
And the Muslims
You
are
think
going
back
to
over
think
the
that
6
with
years
meteorites,
of
He's coming back
he
fire
said,
and
look,
stuff,
there's a
Trump
day
in the
coming.
world.
Okay.
And the Christians
Now,
are going
don't
to
forget
believe
about
that
Israel.
everybody got raptured
The day
back.
coming.
So there you go.
Extreme weather.
First
I
off,
remember
second,
listening to
be
all of these
absolutely
over the last
annihilated.
6 years.
Bombed down.
And he would
The
talk
water,
about
the
these.
water's going to be
You know,
abated
Every
all the
now
way
and
the
then
other
say,
round, scary.
I got
So
a
it's
feeling
perfect
or
for them
something
to
like
pick
that.
that
You
pipe up on
knew
TV
he was
and,
giving you
you know,
a
like take
clue.
the valve off,
Listen
so-
to this again.
and then
They are
let it,
going
let
to
it just
blow up
just kinda
Mecca,
you know, just
mosque,
just
right?
explode.
The rock, they got to blow that up.
But
And or
that water has to be abated
Iran's
first.
By
It comes out of the
what
mouth
will
of the
the
serpent
Mr. Mouthpiece,
and the flood that comes
Is
out
like-
of the
and I'm
TV,
again, I'm going to go by what
screen.
will the
Is
Mr.
that the last
Mouthpiece,
3.5 days,
whether he's,
21-day period.
it doesn't matter what you think about him.
Because at that
The
time,
fact is, he's
See,
there, and
I'm here. You gotta.
and his job is
You
to
got a
show
rapture
you
coming
exactly what the
So
elite
the fake
want you to
rapture has
see
to happen first
happen.
because the
through the fake
real
news.
rapture already happened
And,
almost 8 years ago.
In the end, all this fake
And the
news
second
will
resurrection is everybody
get tossed aside,
getting ready to turn to
and
God.
because they're going to blame for
No more
tomorrow's
anything.
news.
Come on.
I would say
So
like,
did I say everything
hail,
that happened, or did I
fire,
talk in circles?
but
I think I
that kind of
talked-
already happened. You can kind of use
That's
that
fine.
with the what's going on with the
I'm
fires.
trying to make
in
sure I
Israel
get
now.
all of it out, but I won't.
And
Um,
so I don't know. It's a toss up between the frogs and it could be
when
some
does the flood
earthquakes.
happen?
Could be. I'll give it
It's a
3
toss-up.
guesses.
It
You know, it's
really
either
is. I
it's
mean,
either
it's-
earthquakes.
I can only go with this.
They're going to happen to a whole bunch of other.
Either May 22nd.
Yeah.
Serious, folks. We
The
just
flood
had a
itself,
terrible earthquake just hit
See,
Peru.
I'm thinking it's going to happen,
Not
but
just this morning. Looks like it's an 8.0.
At that time, but,
It's
you
a
know, the
mega,
end is the
mega,
time
mega
of
quake.
and
8.0.
those 3.5 days.
Powerful.
the
It
Earth
hit
opens
right
up
in the
the
Amazon
mouth,
jungle
swallows
of
the
Peru.
flood.
North Korea is going to, I think they're going to
They
shoot
like to try to wear
missiles
out
off of
camp
Guam
saints.
because Guam's close to
You know,
them.
That's
That's
camping saints.
possibly
no, not
what's
the
going
camp
to
of
cause
saints
World
over
War
in
III,
Michigan.
the declaration.
Not that one.
It will
that
be
one there. That camp.
within those 21 days, guaranteed.
It's
Guaranteed. Well, it doesn't have it doesn't have a good
hear me
The
anymore.
roof
is not
but
good.
Guaranteed.
Over that camp over
all
there.
these things, okay, within those 21 days. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. My words will be silenced. You won't hear me anymore. But guaranteed, all these things are going to happen within 21 days. And keep in mind, it's never happened before in the entire history of existence of creation. It's never happened before. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen within the next 21 days, starting May 21st, 2019, up until June 11th. TV is just, they exaggerate the truth, don't you think? So what else? The mosque, the burnings, the Vatican, the Pope, false prophet, coming back to life, Obama taking over, Trump getting raptured.
Immigration. I take one day off from this network. What happens? There is news
That's
as
what
it
you get,
relates
Chris. Didn't
to
you know? You're
the
not
border.
supposed to take a day off?
Yes, no. In California, a federal district judge ruling blocking the president from using DOD funds to build 51 miles. This is a judge that is getting in the way of. There's 2 lawsuits brought against President's wall. One by California and a group, and another by the Sierra Club trying to stop it. This judge weighing in. It's a District Court Judge Haywood Gilliam. Here is a part of his really want to read to you. It says, this case presents strictly legal questions regarding whether the proposed plan for funding border barrier construction exceeds the executive branch's lawful authority under the Constitution and a number of statutes duly enacted by Congress. The point here is that the president is trying to do everything. The immigration system in our nation is fundamentally broken in tatters.
Terrible earthquake just hit Peru. Not just this morning. Looks like it's an 8.0. It's a 8.0. It's a 8.0. It's a 8.0. It's a mega quake. 8.0. Powerful. It hit right in the Amazon jungle of Peru.
The Vatican,
this morning. We do not know what the death toll is. We know one person is dead. That was initially
Trump getting raptured.
discovered, but there's 3 hospitals, 3 schools,
Earthquakes,
2 churches,
just
and another
tremendous
town that
earthquakes,
have been destroyed.
major
There are
catastrophe
27 homes
earthquake.
damaged, 6 people
Probably
injured in another
8.8
location. It's just
earthquake
way
over
too
in
early to
Israel.
tell.
I'd
It's
say it's probably
affecting,
going to be 8.8.
the quake that was felt throughout
And,
the Peruvian jungle.
And the tornadoes,
it's
they're
also
going to look
affected
like they're going to destroy
Bolivia,
everything. They're going to
Colombia,
look
and Ecuador.
like massive destruction.
And
the
the
storms,
president of
the flood
Peru
comes
has
after
said
us
his cabinet
at the end of the 21-day period, which is looking like it's from June 7th to the 6th to the 7th, because it's 6/6, and then up until the 11th, which is the end of the 21 days, and then the flood. Okay, the flood happens in the last 3 days. Earth opens up their mouth, swallows it up. Yeah. June 1st. Now look, it still could be this way. It still could be a literal 10-day tribulation period from the 21st to June 1st.
It is.
And May 31st.
So what's the boom
evening, morning into June 1st. It still does line
What's
up.
the boom going to be?
But I have a right to reserve the fact that I might
seeing,
be 30 days
I'm seeing
completely
a couple
ahead of time.
events at the same time. I'm seeing kind of like lightning type of fast pace, burning fire type of situation that they're going to have in the Situation Room. And I said it in the...
So I mean, it's a toss-up. It really is. Like, and I'm going to go by what will the Mr. Mouthpiece, whether he's, it doesn't matter what you think about him, but the fact is he's there, and his job is to show you exactly what the elite want you to see happening through the fake news. And
events, and now the 8.0 earthquake in Peru. Everywhere you turn, there's some type of catastrophic event taking place, whether it's mudslides, whether it's meteorites. Did you see the meteorite explosion last week in Australia? Are you serious? This didn't even make the mainstream media. I mean, I was 2 days late reporting it.
I was like a month and some change too early.
I mean, this was unreal. They said it was that
Unreal.
exploded, and it was equivalent to an atomic bomb. It was outside of Melbourne, Australia. Had it hit the ground, it didn't. It blew up on its way down. I mean, what? Yeah, the fragments hit the ground. But my Lord, and I'm telling you, this thing exploded. Huge. We wouldn't even... What? This was not even on the map. This was not on the space weather map. It was not even on...
Quiet on May, isn't it
21st, 2018.
unusually
It's purposed that way. It's purposed to say
calm?
all these things.
Isn't it
To know what the events are and
Isn't it
try
like-
to put a date on it, it's in
Isn't
my
it like,
nature. I have to do it. If I'm
It's-
wrong, I'm
it's
wrong.
like
Who
an
cares?
eerie
So what?
type of feeling.
I know that
because you
God
got no shootings, you
would
got
wish
no
that I was
burning,
either
you got
hot
no
or
bombs,
cold,
you got
not
no.
lukewarm, being
You just
afraid
got
to
threats
set
of
a
war.
date because I might be called a false prophet.
You got
I hope you
all
call
the
me a
false
false
prophets on YouTube.
Please don't call
All
me a true
talking
prophet.
about
I would be nervous
Christ
if
coming
I
in
was
the
being
clouds,
called
like literal
a
clouds,
good. So
and the flood's coming.
don't call
You
me
got-
a true
you got,
prophet. Call me a false prophet.
Steve's other employee,
And,
all the Steves out there. So you got the one Steve that is all about the,
Either way,
the Bible prophecy.
To all my
of the
subs
Lord.
out there,
He's pretty good.
Thank you.
He's pretty good. And
From
then you got
the
the Steve, the
top
other
of
one,
my heart,
that's the Rapture King.
for
He's all about the
sticking with
rapture
me all this time.
and Obama be flooded with nothing
I
but
guess you
lies
didn't mind
from that
hearing
point
some
on.
things that sounded pretty
And,
off the wall crazy,
see,
huh?
The sun,
It's like another date
the sun's
setter.
still gonna
This date
go
setter
down
actually gets dates
on the 22nd
set
of May.
in
The sun's
stone,
going down.
and the events happen
And,
on the dates that are set in stone,
because
like
it's going to be
like
darkness throughout
an
the entire
engraving
world.
of a tombstone.
Now, but the
Earth,
okay,
as the Bible
because
is
there's an
coming
asteroid
through,
coming. It's
when an
more and more
asteroid,
bright on my
21P,
face.
the oceans,
Not that I
right?
a
question
21P
it,
asteroid.
it's just
Okay.
confirmation of
It's
confirmation
coming.
Of the United States.
It could
asteroid hit?
possibly hit the Earth.
It is
Some
and
people are going to say
explode.
it's an asteroid.
true.
Or-
Other people are going to say it
even
could
if
hit
the,
Russia.
even if the elite wrote
something
it
else
down,
in-
underground.
I'm telling you, God
And
is
wipe
so
out-
clever.
I'm kind of trying to remember what she said,
That
so I'm just giving you guys the
the
news.
rise
And
up
some
at
people
the
are going to say
end
it's
anyway.
God. God.
It could possibly
It's
have
gonna be whatever you believe.
wiped
You're gonna
out
get-
the entire
we've
EMP
already-
throughout the entire world. I mean, it could-
Is,
Serious? Are you
More
serious?
and more
Okay,
going
guys, there's
through my
confirmation
face.
a meteorite
Not that I
has
questioned
crashed
it
Lane
before.
in
It's just
Australia.
confirmation of
Are you
confirmation.
serious?
It keeps
Are
When
you
an
serious?
asteroid
Is
hits
Nibiru shaking these
the
things
oceans,
loose?
really,
Are the
right,
heavens
along our,
beginning
you
to
know,
shake?
coast,
even if the
Waves of
elite
energy
United States
obviously are
I'm
affected.
telling you,
And the
God
Bible
is so
says that
clever.
Some people are gonna say it's
the
national.
stars will
Sure.
fall
Other
from
people are
heaven
gonna
like
say
a
it's
fig tree,
Russia
cast its
setting
untimely
off
figs,
bombs
and
underground.
it's shaken of a mighty
And,
wind.
That's
I
what's
want to just show
happening.
you this
Causing-
right here.
We
Just takes a
already
second.
caused like a
Unbelievable,
earthquake.
guys.
And then some people are gonna say it's God.
Unbelievable.
God
a few more
hit. It's going to be
tweaks,
whatever you believe.
A few more
You're gonna
little
get
ironing out
two
the
sides of the
kinks.
story all the way
There it
through.
comes. There it
Armor
comes.
of God.
So God is going to
Explosion.
destroy
I mean, this thing
Well,
just
the American
exploded
East Coast.
with the power.
Look, so you can't predict an earthquake. I mean, I know.
8
But we're not talking about
years
we're talking
ago.
about an earthquake, volcanoes.
The script is understood. Okay, I understand the script.